Hey everyone, Tango here again with another video on Russian Fishing 4. Today we cover the basics of how to float fish and what you need to know about it. So let's jump right into it. Today we're going to be using Rebellion match rods, and first let's start with setting the clip and the depth for the floats. So here you see you hold control and you press the plus and minus key to set your distance. We're going to set ours to 24. We're at Bear Lake right now. And then you use the plus and minus key without holding control to set the depth. We're going to go up to a 2.4 depth. Okay. And then there's a trick to casting out. Just cast, turn right a little bit, and turn back left in the direction you want to cast, and then throw it out. That's how you get a straight, perfect cast every cast. So let's do the depth again. We've got a 24 clip. Depth is 2.4. Do the same thing with the cast. Get the rod 3 out there. With float rods, I generally point the rod in the direction that you're floating. It's easier to set the hook. If you find this video helpful, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also catch us in our Twitch live stream. I'll leave the link in the description below. We stream Monday through Fridays. Schedule is in the Twitch stream. Okay, so you see how the fish is going to the right? So we're just going to press K, open the bail, then jerk to the right or left. Jerk the opposite direction that the fish is heading. And you can spam R just to make sure the fish doesn't hook itself. But always make sure if the fish is swimming to the right, you want to jerk left. If the fish is swimming left, you want to jerk right. And this way you set the hook better. You want to do kind of a violent jerk. And we're going to throw out again. Looks like rod 1 has a fish. And he hooked himself. Keep in mind you want to keep your other 2 floats visible while reeling in the fish you're currently fighting. That way if you do hook up, you can place the rod at 90 degrees and pick up the other rod and try to strike on that one too. Set the hook on those. It just increases your catch rate. Also, when you're float fishing, I recommend that you get a set of binoculars. These help to zoom in and see the boppers. Sometimes when you're not zoomed in, they don't render. So you want to just zoom in to look at them. Make sure there's no activity on the line. Okay, so let's do a recap of what you're supposed to do. First off, you want to make sure your clip is set to the right distance. You also want to make sure your depth is set to the right depth. When the fish is nibbling with the line, you want to press K and pick the rod up just to be ready for the strike. And then when the fish is ready for, when you think the fish is pulling the line, normally the bobber will go down about halfway. Then you just want to shift left and right click all at the same time. And then just remember to keep the other 2 floats in the screen while you're doing this. Like you see how that one's playing with the line right there while I'm bringing this one in. That way you're ready for the next strike as soon as the fish hits. When you get really big fish on it, you're using light reels, you can turn around, make the fish tire itself out without having to hold right click. This also saves durability on your equipment. Another very helpful trick. Turn around and keep the rod pointed up over your head. Now if the fish swims left or right, you're going to have to adjust with your mouse which direction it's going. Keep the rod straight up behind you. Yeah, that pretty much covers the basics of float fishing and all the little tips and tricks that you should need to know. Now there are some more things, but that's more pro advanced level, and we'll cover that in a later video. But from this video you should be able to start float fishing more efficiently and catch more fish. Also, once you get down the casting trick, you can throw it straight pretty much to where you want every cast. This really helps when you're sturgeon fishing and you're using that expensive PVA and you want to be able to deliver the package right where it needs to be without having to recast if you miss target. Hey, don't forget, if you find this video helpful, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also catch us in our Twitch live stream. I'll leave the link in the description below. We stream Monday through Fridays. Schedule is in the Twitch stream. So she's going to the right, so we're going to set up to the right. I mean, she's going left, so we're going to set up right.